A few months ago, my sister went on summer school to Dublin, and of course I tagged along because that is in the Little Sister handbook, and I had some success shopping. And as you can see here from the shelves behind me, I was in dire need of some more books, so good thing I picked those up in Ireland. I say Ireland because this time I really made the conscious decision to leave Dublin, and I visited Greystones and Bray and Dalkey, so Dalkey, Dun Laoghaire and Swords, and next time around I really want to go to Malahide and or Drogheda, so that will be super duper fun. But for now, let's focus on the stuff that I took home with me this summer. I thought it would be fun to start with a bag and end with a bag, and the first one is this Cozy Vibes tote from The Works. Adorable. I'm going to keep my Advent books in here. The Christmas Romance Advent that I always make for myself are going to be in here, and I guess it would be fun and logical to stay with The Works, but we're going to do non-bookish things first. The Works has a few different stores in Ireland, and then prices are of course in euro, but you can still do click and collect, and then you actually shop on the UK website, because I've noticed that prices are sort of double flipped in not a good way. There's a deal on for 3 books for £750, which is 3 books for €12. So I do understand that £750 is not £750, you know, pounds is not euros, but 3 for €9 would have been more logical in my mind. Maybe they have to take into account all the taxes when they import into the EU, but it feels a tiny bit of a rip-off, especially when some of the books I have my eye on are £5, and no, they're €9. Now, of course, a book for €9 or even 3 books for €12 is not a lot of money, but still, I was just really happy that I was able to do click and collect through the UK website and then have it delivered to the Ireland stores. Do keep in mind it takes longer, and also my second package was, it looked like lost. It turns out it was already delivered to the store, but there was one item missing that I was really not keen on getting. I mean, I would have loved it, but I was actually able to find it a few days later in one of the other stores. So good thing I was sort of tracking it down and hunting it down, because there were, I think, 8 items or something in there for me, and also for a few others that I was really happy to take home. But anyway, so there might be some price tags on here that have a pound value, then I bought them on the UK website, and otherwise it is a euro value and I bought them directly in store. And I said non-bookish things, but like even the non-bookish things are bookish. So we're going to start with the only non-bookish item that I picked up in The Works. I grabbed a puzzle. This is a lovely puzzle with a cute tea time design. It is 500 pieces, I can manage that, and it is actually designed by Simply Katie, so that is lovely. I had my eye on this in April and then it was sold out, and I was really lucky that I was able to still grab it at the sale price of €4.50, so super fun. Then the non-bookish item that are totally bookish, I was able to find a washi tape. So fun, and of course I grabbed 4 of those rolls, and then they also did stickers in the same sort of fun design, and they are clear stickers and they are super fun and vibrant and had to have them. So I also picked up 4 packs of those stickers. Then I also saw they had bookmarks that you can cross stitch. So this is the one from my click and collect, the only one, because I had ordered 2, but then I found one in the Omni Center store, so that's why it's £2 and €3. And then I went a bit crazy with puzzle books, so I picked up Murder Mystery Puzzle Book The Perfect Plot and Murder in the Village, and in the meantime I have already found book 3 as well, which has a green color. And then also there is this official Agatha Christie puzzle book, super fun. I want to say this was £5, and there is now a red one with Hercule Poirot that I'm also really keen on having. And then this one was £3, €5, and Who's the Imposter, and I've already done this book. It's so fun. It's like a escape room book. So you have to do a puzzle, you have to get a number, and then you have to go to that page and do that puzzle. And then there's a puzzle there and it has a number, and then you have to go to that page. And this was really fun to do in the evenings and sort of make my way through. And yeah, this really sort of ignited my love of, yes, I need more puzzle books. Then books. We're gonna start with the cheaper books first. So I picked up Rebecca Searle, Expiration Dates, Lucy Score, Fall into Temptation, Alexander Kiley, Scott and Bothered, love a pun, Emma Orchard's A Duke of One's Own, Phoebe McLeod, The Fixer-Upper, Jackie Ashenden, Book People. I almost picked this up for full price in Antwerp, so that was super lucky to find now. And Lauren Connolly, P.S. I Hate You. So these were either 3 for £7.50 or pounds or 3 for €12. And then the sort of next tier of books was Ali Hazelwood's Problematic Summer Romance, Ride With Me by Simone Sultani, that actually has a sprayed edge. And the first book in this series I have signed, so I'm not really a Formula One girl, but this was too fun to not buy. And then also Lucy Fine's Book Boyfriend with another really fun sprayed edge. A bit weird though, the top and bottom are not sprayed. Like, what's going on? Then of course I also went to Chapters, which actually now just won the Best Bookstore of the Year, the Irish Bookstore of the Year, so congratulations. And I picked up Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan, and this was a special price at €5.99, really fun. It is big, so if you can compare it to one of the books that I picked up at the Works, it's chunky, but I don't think Ireland gets hardbacks. Like, usually books come out in hardback first and then a year later it comes out in the normal UK paperback size. But Ireland does ginormous paperback, so that is really fun. And I want to say one of the other books in this pile where I got it from had the original price tag from Eason's, and that was I think €23. So then at £5.99, a really fun buy. And then super lucky, I was able to visit Aldi, and they did books there for £2.99, and then in Ireland it was €3.99, so fair play. And I picked up Love Me Do by Lindsay Kelk, and then also another edition of The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore that I actually have been bedazzling, and I'm so looking forward to continue with adding more gems. Then another book for €4 at TK Maxx is this lovely festive recipes for Advent, and it has, well, first of all, amazing photos, and then all different recipes for the 24 days of Christmas. So not the 12 days of Christmas, but the 24 days leading up to Christmas, like rosemary and lemon friand. How good does that look? Really lovely find. And then at Mr. Price, a discount store, I found some planners. So this is a self-care weekly tracker that was €2.99. And to give you a bit of an idea, this is what the notepad looks like. So that was a really fun sort of surprise in a, well, I mean, I'm always up for a discount store, but to find planners and to find really pretty planners. This is a gratitude journal. I'm really quite sure that the inside is exactly like the ones that I found at Action a few months last year. I'll link that video up above and down below. But this one has gold deckled edges, sprayed edges, deckled edges, and it's really lovely and pretty. So that will be fun to use when the ones from Action run out. And then they also had a recipe journal that I like the look of, and it is sort of quite minimally designed, and it honestly reminds me of those Action planners and the planner that I just showed you. But yeah, lovely little buy, maybe $3.99, so fun to sort of stumble upon. And then staying in the stationery corner, I grabbed a few cards. I have this love card that I picked up at Avoca, love Avoca. Then at M&S Raised Glass, Sossenegrene, which I didn't think to go into because we have it at home, but still this card was lovely, so you can see it better like that. And then at Tesco I found this Luck of the Irish card that I of course had to bring with, and it is foiled, so that is always lovely. Also at TK Maxx I found some napkins. I'm not allowed to buy any more napkins, I know, but these are by the brand Cupcakes and Cashmere, and they feature pink champagne bottles. I mean, come on. So that was necessary at €3.49. And perfectly moving towards snacks, I have picked up some Milky Bar buttons, Poundland I think. And then I don't know where the packaging is. I know I've kept it. I have chamomile tea bags from M&S. And also from M&S, some blonde fudge bites. I love these. So I'm actually I didn't realize that I kept these. Usually I eat the fudge bites and then keep the packaging, but this is a fun surprise. And then twinning with mum, we really wanted a milk frother, and then in Dun Laoghaire, in another sort of discount store, we found this. So she has the blue one, I have the pink one, and the set was $5.99. So that was a fun little find. And across from there is a lovely book store that unfortunately I wasn't able to find a nice book, but I'm definitely gonna go back when we go back next summer, because it was a fun store and I really liked Dun Laoghaire. The last category is beauty, and it doesn't really fit, but I'm gonna show it anyway. When traveling the second time, we stopped by the Hermes store at the Schiphol airport, and I got some of the cartes à nouer. So those are the knotting cards for the different carrés, the scarves of Hermes. So that was a lovely little gift from a sales associate there, so thank you so much. And then staying in sort of high end, I picked up another one of these tiny little organizers from Space NK. This was their limited edition summer color, lovely soft pink. So that was a fun purchase, and these are so handy for traveling, just in your handbag. Speaking of, more on that later. So this was a fun sort of treat myself. And I also already have the bright darker blue that I picked up in February in London. Then a boring buy, this from Poundland, a stain remover pen from, well, I say sorry, Poundland, it's Deals. And then from Deals I found this €1, €1.50 maybe, stain remover pen. And then moving finally to beauty, because I went a bit crazy. Okay, and I went a bit crazy part 2. I have from Deals, I have a few things from Deals. Let me find those first. No, that was full price. Deals. Right. Okay, from Deals, I grabbed this Face Facts One Step Mini Facial. I think €1. This is a Drunk Elephant dupe. And then we have Charlotte Tilbury dupes, a Fresh and Dewy serum infused with vitamin C and niacinamide. And then also a cooling eye serum with caffeine, so it helps target puffiness, which is lovely. And then I also saw this Giso dupe hair oil, nourishing hair oil infused with vitamin E and moringa oil, and I love the look of the packaging. And then inside the bottle just looks like this. And then bought, because I thought I would use it during the trip, a Ready Set Glow mini mask set, a T-zone patches, blemish patches, and nose pore strip. So fun to just have in the cupboard here. Then at TK Maxx I picked up another Burt's Bees in Sweet Mandarin. And also at TK Maxx I grabbed this lovely e.l.f. eyeshadow stick, eyeshadow. And then also I grabbed, I'm not sure where, maybe from Boots to get like free shipping with my Click and Collect. I grabbed the Mango Burt's Bees. So these two will be super fun for summer. And then also at Boots I finally found the Deep Moisture Spray. I've been hunting it down for probably 3 or 4 months. Ooh, it smells nice. It's a deep moisture spray, and apparently it's really good. I saw it all over my TikTok, and then I decided I had to have it. And then, as if I don't already have more than enough lip products with rosé in there, I grabbed this hydrating lip sleeping mask. And then it looks like this. And then a quick backstory, because when Sarah and I went to Canterbury in the UK in November 2024, we unfortunately were unable to grab the beauty advent calendar from M&S, from Marks & Spencer. But in the summer they had a summer beauty box bag, and it's here, and I'm really excited. I think I got this for €40, which I don't really understand, because I think later on I saw it for 45, but like bonus. And it is chock full with amazing products, including this Estee Lauder cream, a mini Tangle teaser, a This Works body wash, a Frangipani scent, then an SPF 50 by Ren, Bloom and Blossom ginormous body cream, a Little Scent Floral Street Electric Rhubarb, a Dr. Pawpaw lip product, Archive, I think you have to pronounce it, hair oil, an Estee Lauder mascara, and then an anti-humidity hairspray. And then of course on top of that, a lovely bag. So that was super fun to be able to grab while I was there. And then the last thing that is also getting its own video, I bought something at Kilkenny Design. Really excited. I was not really excited that it was the first thing I bought on the day when I also still had my luggage with me. So I had like my luggage and this ginormous bag with this inside. It's a work bag and it's a collaboration, a special limited edition collaboration with Len and Courtney, a design duo from Ireland, and it is all business on the outside. Are you ready? Party on the inside. Super fun. The other one was also there, so then with bright neon outside and blue interior. That was a bit much even for me, but this is so fun. So it has tons of pockets. It also has, which was really important for me, a zipper on the top. And well, I'm gonna do a full tour and what's in my bag, and the straps are long enough so I can easily throw it over my shoulder, but not too long that if I have it in my hand or in the crook of my arm, it's hanging on the floor. And it has a laptop pocket and all kinds of super smart things, and I'm just really excited to start using it. I have used the Marketplace tote, Everlane, the Everlane Market tote for a while. Perfect bag. I still need to have it repaired because I think I can still use it then. It's a really dark navy. And then online I saw a Canadian brand that had a similar sort of pattern that I really liked, and I was honestly this close on ordering it online. But then we saw this and it was a good price. €75 I think, but it was near a sale section, near a clearance section. So Chile walked up to the till and I asked if this was also on sale, and it was. And Mum guessed it would have been under 30, and it was I think 32, maybe 35, but then she was kind enough to sponsor me the difference to get it down to 28, I think. So thank you, Mum. But it is fun, and I cannot wait to set this up because it's a fun bag, but also we've changed to having to bring our laptop in every day. So it was great to be able to fit that in here and have a dedicated space for like all my work passes and whatnot. There's actually a third bag that I can end the video with because I have grabbed so much for my junk journal and travel journal and scrapbooking journal. It's honestly a bit silly, but it will be really fun to go through it and sort of see what I save and see what I stick down, and then have a lovely sort of fun memory project that I can flip through whenever I want to. So these 2 trips for Dublin were definitely a success, and I'm really happy with everything. And it will be fun to put everything away, put the books up here, get my bag all ready to go, and yeah, prepare for my next trip to Dublin. If you have any tips for my next trip to Dublin, definitely leave them down below. But for now, thanks very much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye!